What if I told you that one of the most talked about APS-C mirrorless cameras expected to dominate 2025 has effectively disappeared from Canon's short-term roadmap, leaving photographers, videographers, wildlife shooters, sports creators, and hybrid content makers in a state of confusion and speculation, because the Canon EOS R7 Mark II, a camera many believed would already be announced or even shipping by now, has reportedly been pushed back into 2026, and that single decision may reveal more about Canon's long-term strategy than any official press release ever could, especially when you look at how the mirrorless camera market, full-frame pricing, sensor technology, and profit priorities have evolved over the last few years, because the original Canon EOS R7 arrived as a powerhouse APS-C body with a 32.5 megapixel crop sensor, fast dual-pixel CMOS autofocus with advanced subject detection for people, animals, birds, and vehicles, blistering burst rates of up to 30 frames per second using the electronic shutter and 15 frames per second mechanically, impressive oversampled 4K 60p video, 1080p 120 FPS slow motion, 5-axis in-body image stabilization rated up to 7 stops, weather sealing, a magnesium alloy chassis, and a lightweight design that made it a favorite for travel photography, wildlife tracking, sports action, and budget-conscious creators who wanted reach without the cost of full-frame lenses. So naturally expectations for the Canon R7 Mark II skyrocketed with rumors of improved dynamic range, better rolling shutter performance, enhanced low-light capabilities, faster readout speeds, upgraded video codecs, possible 6K video options, refined heat management, improved battery efficiency, and even smarter AI-driven autofocus. Yet instead of incremental leaks turning into an official announcement, Canon went quiet. And that silence is often the loudest clue in the camera industry, because when a major manufacturer delays an unannounced but highly anticipated product by a year or more, it usually isn't because they can't build it, especially when the same company successfully launches high-end full-frame models like the EOS R5 Mark II and flagship R1 on schedule, which suggests the delay of the R7 Mark II is far more strategic than technical, pointing toward a calculated repositioning of APS-C within Canon's mirrorless ecosystem, as the gap between APS-C and full-frame pricing has narrowed dramatically with cameras like the EOS R8 and EOS R6 Mark II becoming increasingly affordable through discounts and bundles, making full-frame sensors more accessible than ever and raising an uncomfortable question for Canon itself. If customers can stretch their budget slightly and move to full-frame, why rush to offer an APS-C camera that could deliver 80% of the performance at a significantly lower price and potentially cannibalize higher margin sales, especially when full-frame bodies encourage investment in more expensive RF lenses and deeper ecosystem lock-in? And this becomes even more interesting when you notice that Canon's competitors have also slowed their APS-C ambitions, with no immediate Nikon Z50 Mark II launch and Sony remaining cautious about pushing a direct competitor to the R7, signaling an industry-wide pause where manufacturers are carefully watching one another, because APS-C cameras, while beloved by enthusiasts, wildlife photographers, and sports shooters for their effective reach and portability, tend to attract buyers who are price-sensitive, rely on kit lenses or third-party glass, and may not upgrade frequently, which is a challenge in a shrinking interchangeable lens camera market increasingly pressured by smartphone photography, computational imaging, and social media-driven content creation. So by delaying the Canon EOS R7 Mark II, Canon achieves multiple goals at once. It builds anticipation and scarcity, avoids internal competition with its newly refreshed full-frame lineup, subtly nudges undecided buyers toward higher-tier models, and buys time for sensor technology to mature further, because by 2026 Canon could introduce a next-generation APS-C sensor with significantly better dynamic range, cleaner high ISO performance, faster stacked or partially stacked readout to reduce rolling shutter, improved video features for YouTubers and hybrid shooters, and more efficient power consumption, allowing the R7 Mark II to leapfrog expectations rather than feel like a modest refresh. And this aligns perfectly with Canon's recent focus on spacing out releases, controlling marketing narratives, and ensuring each product gets its own spotlight without diluting attention from flagship launches. Which means the delay isn't necessarily bad news, but rather evidence of Canon playing a long game where APS-C is repositioned as a premium enthusiast and specialist format rather than an entry-level compromise. Though for creators waiting right now, the implications are mixed, because if you need a capable camera today, the original EOS R7 remains a formidable option for wildlife photography, sports videography, birding, travel, and action content, while full-frame alternatives have never been more tempting for those chasing better low-light performance and shallower depth of field. But for those willing to wait, the Canon R7 Mark II could arrive in 2026 as a truly refined APS-C mirrorless camera that redefines what crop sensors can achieve in autofocus intelligence, burst speed, video quality, and overall versatility. Or it could simply confirm a broader industry trend where APS-C gradually takes a back seat to affordable full-frame dominance. Yet either outcome makes one thing clear: Canon is not reacting to demand, it is shaping it, carefully steering photographers and videographers toward the products that best fit its long-term vision, profitability goals, and technological roadmap. And when the Canon EOS R7 Mark II finally does surface, it will do so on Canon's terms, in a market that has been deliberately prepared for its arrival, making this delay one of the most revealing developments in recent camera rumor history for anyone following mirrorless camera leaks, APS-C versus full-frame debates, wildlife and sports photography gear trends, and the future direction of the Canon RF system.